when they get off that airplane and I greet them and I give them a man hug, I could just sense that they're just moved in terms of what's about to happen.
My friend Taylor, take me back to the evening where you said to yourself, I'm going on that trip, I'm heading to RBR, I need to be part of that action.
Yeah, that was a great night, great auction, great event. I remember hearing about the the offering, the ranch, for years coming up to that, because we had been at Whitfield for a year before, and this is our first auction. And having hearing about it from so many other people, and just all the great experiences people had, and just what an amazing place it was, I'm like, my paddle's going up, and it's not coming down till I win.
Yeah, I remember thinking that guys trip. I don't go on guys trips. It's just not something I do. A lot of my friends go on guys trips, and this was an opportunity to go with a group of guys and bond and go somewhere really cool.
You've always just heard about the Montana trip, but then I was lucky enough to get asked by a friend of mine that was curating 10 guys and said, hey, we're just all going to go in together. I'll be the CFO and I'll raise the paddle. Let's come up with a number. And the number was a number that I could attain. And that evening I was like, man, we might win this thing. And there we were, we won. And then it's 10 guys I barely even knew. But I'll tell you, 2 years from that date, here we are, and I'm still in a group text with them. It's like we're forever bonded.
Us guys, we sometimes don't know who we can reveal to and who we can share with, and what I have really uncovered is this power of kind of men's intimacy and sharing, obviously, in an environment that's, you can really kind of let your guard down, and I think our wives want that for us.
Everything was like a new experience because I'd never been out west like that before. It was about the third day of the trip, and so we'd already done so much. And just reflecting and just walking around praying at the top of that tower, it just hit me. It hit me like a hammer. And I could just hear God speaking to me and just having that one-on-one conversation. And to me, it was pivotal, because here I am in this unbelievable, serene setting, ultra quiet, like Taylor was saying, and I could almost hear him clear as day, and it was overwhelming warmth, almost like a fire. And to me, that was like the big takeaway I had from all week, amongst all that fun and beauty, and just to hear from God and to take that relationship with Him a little bit further in that setting was unbelievable. So that was huge for me.
Just so many firsts being out there. I mean, it's so many first experiences. First time fly fishing, first time being in a drift boat, and just doing it in that kind of setting where you can just see for miles in the mountains.
Talk a little bit about the relationship side, the brotherhood side. What does brotherhood mean to you, and some of the relationships that maybe have been forged because of it?
With 7 strangers I really didn't even know. Outside of you, I mean, I knew you were my neighbor, but we didn't know each other. Like, we'd never gone on vacation and that. But, and then come away from that, like, I feel, I know 7 guys a ton better than before. And, we shared a lot, and we were able to be kind of, vulnerable with each other and talk about, things that happen in life that people don't normally talk about, and get real.
And you don't really set out for brotherhood; it just kind of happens.
It happens organically.
And that was my big takeaway. Is the trip is actually priceless for me, because the relationships I built, I just feel like you're all brothers.
Yeah.
So.
You hear this term God's country, and they used to say that's Montana. And so we thought, I thought, hey, God's country, it's Montana. What better place to get Christian brothers to go? And then you've got this Christian community already with Whitfield, so you ask these dads and you go. And I'll remember I think the most memorable for me with brotherhood was we would cook together in that large kitchen, and then we would sit at this large table together and eat. And if you remember, you lost power. And so we had this one night where there was no power. All we had was candlelight, no music, and all we had was each other. And we just started sharing stories and talking, and like 3 hours went by with no power, so we couldn't play games or anything. We just had each other, and nobody went to bed, and everybody just grew closer together, and we had some great bonding moments. And for us, I mean, this idea of God's country is Rising Brothers Ranch is a little bit of heaven on earth.